Well, also well, all right. What was the all right. First, for that first, I think 20 to 30 chapter actually define structure of generic story. Well, however, I also wanted to include how I dealt with my personal problems, also how people can deal with things I dealt with in their own way. Well, for instance, if you have eating disorder, I'm not professional. However, I can tell you that binge eating it comes from feast, which means like you have body, and then there can be you have needs, wants, preference, and then well you can do that. However, if you develop this habit of excess, well, you'll have problems. So I wanted to include that, also how I dealt with it in book in terms of tale. Yes, Tale. Yes. Well, why not? It was a good addition. It was not filler episode like some weird anime that's supposedly like 1000 plus episode, extremely successful. No, it's schlecht. That's all I can say. It means nothing. It's like watch first 300 and then call it a day, and don't bother with it anymore. Doesn't contribute anything else. There are new anime. Why do you like? Why do you think Shonen Jump does exist? Because people do not read every single uh, thing, each booklet. However, read different ones, prefer different ones. One Piece, going on for 20 plus years. Why? So that you don't read One Piece, and then get like this sort of high level, as in like advance, and then contribute, so that other mangaka can also like exist. Well, what does this mean for? That's an example, so no particular. Yeah. So, so what does this mean for author of One Piece as a mangaka? Well, either contribute something or conclude, or make it legend. So, however, it's like don't block other artists, mangaka, because thanks to this I hold ground and expand constant approach, your extremely talented mangaka had to like draw Tokyo Ghoul, and thanks for like particularly just mindset is responsible for like atrocities. By the way, Tokyo Ghoul is actually not good, however, all right. Why? Well, plus 40 drawing. If you're below 40 of age, you cannot watch. Why? It's not on porn site. It's like you're contributing to this without realizing. So this is not my field. However, it was like that. So uh, well, um, that's why I wanted to also contribute to this societal level. Also, speaking of, I was raised extremely selfish, also individualistic, which is in my core. So it was not like, oh, he would have been raised like this populist. Yes, I define what you call beneficial populist. So please don't ever engage on that. Me, please don't engage. I'm warning you. And it's not me. I mean, yeah. Uh, well, uh, yeah. Uh, so, uh, And I realized that this generic way of contribution was my way of getting better heal. So my druid, my priest in party, or like in general, so to speak, can heal me better. It's like, oh, those plus green numbers mean something, right? As if it's like, yeah. So, well, it's like, do I define myself as selfish? Always. Why? That's how I exist. That's how I was structured. That's how I was created. That's how I am. Uh, is it something that comes with age? No, it's something that comes with who you are, who you were back in day, who were your grand whatever parents were, what they do, what they contribute, what they lived through, whatever. So you do not bother. Maybe you prefer to be part of community, as in 100% of your life. When you say that, I think of nudist beach. It's like, do you see what I mean? My mind works like this, and it's like defense mechanism, and it's like there, all right? So when I contribute to this general way, as in like it's there, all right? What I write, what I speak, what I speak, as in what I in recording, video, it's there. You can take it and then apply it to your own life. However, one rule: do not speak about my personal stuff, because you will be speaking about your personal stuff. I mean, also then, well, do not get back to me. If you want, I have like, I don't know, go Deviant, purchase my art. If you want to directly contribute, I don't care. Did I make myself clear? Otherwise, what can you do? Don't want any of that. Well, try to be a good person. And please, for the love of whatever you believe in, do not like expect some guru or spiritual leader, some general, some like high figure to come and like save you, because, well, you need to work and then you'll get better. Well, if you wait for that, well, prior age of 14, you can. More you grow, more that probability is decreased, right? At the age of 22, everybody thinks that you're on your, like, all right, full pack, full grown. It's not that way. Work, right?